What is going on, guys? This is Brandon with Salty Scoots Vlog Channel, and today I am reviewing my HiBoy S2 I got from the HiBoy website. The HiBoy website has some fantastic deals all the time. I go on there at least once a week to look, and every week everything seems to be on sale. So HiBoy is a great website to get your first scooter on. I got the scooter on sale plus a $60 coupon from spinning their little first time buyer wheel. And I got this thing for about 182 bucks. You know, that's really not a bad deal at all for a refurbished scooter, which when I got it looked brand new. It has been a joy so far. But I'm going to get into some key points about the scooter and let me know what you guys think in the comments. The build quality on the scooter is clean and has a really sleek design. It's very, very portable and small. So if you're a lot taller, which I'm not, I'm 5'5", it might be a little bit harder for you to get used to. The scooter has 8.5-inch honeycomb wheels, which makes it nice for not getting a flat tire. It has a 36-volt, 7.5 amp hour battery, which isn't too bad for the price you pay for this thing. It does have a suspension on the rear, and I'll pull that up here in a moment. It does fold really easily with the folding mechanism here. All you gotta do is lift up on this little knob here and pull back. I'm not going to do that right now because I do not want my scooter stuff to kind of fall down without being able to use both hands, because I'm currently holding my Acosta Brave 4 here, so I'm only one-handed at the moment. This scooter only weighs about 31.7 pounds, which is very, very portable. You can take this thing anywhere, just fold it up and carry. It is a very nice scooter. And the scooter's motor is a 350 watt front wheel motor here. So it's not overly fast, which isn't too terrible if you're a first time, scooter owner. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the performance. It has pretty solid acceleration. It's not too fast, but it's definitely not slow. The top speed is about 19 miles per hour at 18.2, I believe if you look at the website. But on the speedometer, you don't go by decimal. And the range on it isn't terrible. It's a 17-mile range, which really isn't that bad for just, in town riding around. The hill climbing ain't all that bad either. About 15 degrees. This scooter charges in about 3 to 5 hours, and like we said earlier, it has a rear suspension, and that's the only suspension it does have, and the brakes are absolutely fantastic. If you're not careful with the handbrake here, the second you barely pull on the thing, it'll lock up the wheels. So I usually just use this brake right here because it, depending on what you have it set on in the app, depends on how fast or slow you brake. Let's go ahead and get into some of these features here. It has a nice bright LED display. Let me turn it on here real quick. Of course, it's kind of harder to see it in the video because camera quality versus LED display does not work very well. It has a front headlight. It's kind of hard to show you guys the headlight because it's not dark out when I'm recording this video, but I'll go ahead and turn it on. You just click the power button here, and that's what your headlight looks like. It's a pretty bright headlight for what it is. This scooter comes with cruise control, which I did not know when I first bought it. I found it on the app, and I absolutely love it because then you're not keeping your hand on the throttle at all, and it seems to save your battery life a little bit more. And this scooter does have an app that you can pair with the scooter, which you can control a lot of different things. You can control the front headlight, you can control the cruise control, you can set your speed on each mode. And speaking of modes, it has 2 modes, Eco and Sport. This scooter also has a little bell, which is kind of cute. And it does have running lights and brake lights for nighttime riding, which again, hard to see here. I do have it on currently. And the running lights you can't see at all because it is bright out, but I'll see if I can't get maybe a video at nighttime tonight. We're gonna go ahead and get into the usability of this scooter. Sorry, it's bright out. So, like I said earlier, it's only around 30-ish pounds, and it's very easy to fold, and very portable. And I think this is a fantastic scooter for somebody just getting into e-scooters, because I've only been riding for about 2 months, and this scooter's got me from point A to point B in no time. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the price and value of this scooter. The scooter is very affordable at $229 on sale, which it seems like 95% of the time it is on sale, so you never really have to worry. I truly feel for somebody that wants to get into e-scooters, this is the one to buy, because like I said, it's very affordable, not too fast, not too slow, has pretty solid range for in-town driving. Just a great deal all around. I'd say go over and grab this scooter. Not affiliated, by the way, I'm just giving a review on something I've been riding for 2 months. Now we'll go ahead and get into the pros. This scooter for me is all around perfect for right now, as I save up for something else. Like I said, great range, great, top speed. As someone who never rode an electric scooter before, this was a great purchase for me. The lighting on this thing is fantastic because I'm a night rider. I ride after work. I do my vlogs usually at nighttime, which might change here in the near future. And I know I keep repeating myself, but overall this is a fantastic scooter for someone just getting into riding electric scooters. Because when I first got it, when I first ride, I don't know if it's because I've never rode them before, but even for me, such a, I wouldn't say slow scooter, but a entry-level scooter, it seemed to have a little wobble to it as you hit the top speed. But I think at the time I was a new e-scooter rider, so I didn't have the feel for it quite yet. Now we're going to go ahead and get into some cons, which unfortunately there are quite a bit, for me at least. For me, the scooter is very hard on the ankles and knees. I was in the Navy, so I wore boots 24/7, and unfortunately developed arthritis at a very young age. So with this scooter, it does have the rear suspension, but in my opinion, I can't even call it a suspension at all, because every little tiny crack and bump you feel, and for me my legs hurt all the time riding it. I love riding it. It helps with my anxiety and stress. It's a nice outlet, but it hurts, so there's a trade-off for me. Now for me, I've been riding it for about 2 months now, and don't get me wrong, the build quality, fantastic, because for the most part, it's intact. My little town around here, most of the roads, bumps, potholes, everything, unfortunately. But also my little town here, a lot of the roads, surprisingly, is around 35 miles an hour. So I wouldn't say safety-wise, it's not the greatest fit for me, because people go around me or whatnot. I just don't feel comfortable going 19 miles an hour on a 35, which most of them roads I like to ride on, because they are usually the smoothest. And I will say, now that I've been riding for about 2 months, the range and speed's just not cutting it for me too much anymore, because I would like to go, venture out of town to trails, to all these different nature scenery areas. And with this scooter, I just can't do that. I actually have to drive my car to get there. And this scooter, it fits in the car just fine, but it takes up a lot of room. And my biggest gripe about it is I wish it had, and I know it's a entry-level scooter, but I wish it had built-in turn signals. I think for a safety standpoint, having turn signals should be a necessity, not I don't feel like adding it onto the scooter model, you know what I mean? And I get it. They're not meant to be, I guess, road legal, if you want to call it that, but my sidewalks here in town, you can't even ride a bike on. They're pretty much non-existent. But in conclusion, this scooter is overall a great entry-level scooter for somebody just getting into e-scooters and riding and trying to get the feel for how they like to ride. I think for a beginner or somebody that's still looking to get into it, go ahead and pick this one up. I will put the link in the description. Again, I'm not affiliated or anything. I'm just doing a review on something that I've been riding for about 2 months. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this review video. Hopefully it was very informative. If you have any questions or concerns or want to correct me on anything, make sure to write that down in the comments below. Until then, I will see you in my next vlog video. Later!